Howdy, partners! It's time to play your favourite game, Skyrim. Evening, and how are you all? I'll just take the message off yourself because you've always got to like yourself, haven't you? Right, so we're going to go in here first, into the Riverwood Trader.
Or go fishing or catch frogs.
Just stop trying to change me, Mother. I'm not a baby anymore. I'm almost a woman. I can't be who I want to be.
Oh, Dorothy. You're breaking your mother's heart, you know that?
Yeah, this is part of the mod that I've got that does more immersive citizens and stuff. So you'll get... Oh, I did not mean to do that. You'll get sort of more natural conversations about other things as well as the normal ones that are put into the game. And I thought that would be a good addition. Right, let's see if we've got anything for sale. We must get Legolas out of that too, because that does not suit him at all. It's not for Legolas. Look at that, he's got a load of Mirkwood arrows there. And he's got a Mirkwood bow, I didn't know that. We want to take probably that off of him. And that, and that. All this stuff. It's not really his kind of thing, is it? But the Elven Blades, of course. He definitely wants those. I'll probably deconstruct that one. So he doesn't want all this stuff. He has his own Mirkwood. What is the... 21. That's rather staggering. So yeah, I'll probably deconstruct that. Right, what else has he got? I'll probably deconstruct that as well. So I'll leave it on him for the moment. In fact, no, I will... Oh no, I won't sell that one because I don't think he's going to have enough to buy that. It's too late, I've already got it off him now. I won't be able to put it back and he's already over encumbered anyway. So let's take these off. I'm going to take that off because that does not suit him at all. I'm going to take both of those off. You can have that. He doesn't need that, does he? And he probably doesn't want that either. He hasn't really got anything to wear, so we'll probably wear that. So yeah, let's just get rid of some of this stuff here that we don't really need. I might keep the books for a moment, but I'm going to sell all of these too, because we need the money. So I'm going to sell all those. I'm going to sell the lantern and the skull, but I'm going to keep all this lot. Because I'm going to put that in a house when we get one. Although we might actually get stuff with it, come to think of it. So let's sell a few of them. Like that.
You lead. I'll follow.
Right, Lucan.
Thank you so much for taking care.
Yeah,
a bit of this and a bit of that.
I'm not going to let him get a word in. Right then, let's sell this stuff. We want to get rid of that. Yeah, and we must see Elroy. Should be in here actually, in the pub up the road there. Yeah, we're gonna sell all this stuff. Oh, did not want to sell that. Too late now. It's a goner. And both of these and that. Right. I'm gonna keep that because that's a nice, pretty dress for us to wear. And those are nice boots. These could be sort of around the house kind of boots. I'm going to sell that. I'll probably sell that too, and that. Both of those. Probably deconstruct that one. I'm going to sell that. Oh, maybe not. Let's sell that one then. It looks like that's... yeah, he's got barely anything left, so anything miscellaneous I can sell. Sell him a cup. Ooh, I wanted to sell these. These are quite heavy, aren't they? I'll sell a goblet. What's at any of the ore? Because obviously we want that. We'll sell him the lantern. You can have that for nothing. I don't know about silver candlesticks though. Blah, blah, I mean, I'll sell him the skull as well. There we go. I think that will do.
Till next time.
There's Legolas and his crummy
I'm
old
right
gear.
behind you.
I will find him something. Don't worry.
So what do you want me to carry?
I would like you to carry, young sir, all this stuff I've just took back off you. You're gonna have to have that back, unfortunately. I don't really want to give you that back, but don't use it. I didn't want that. I don't really use that. Know what I'm doing. Yeah, I should have given that, shouldn't I? God. I've got to think about what I'm doing, you see. It's hard work thinking what I'm doing. So we can keep that one for a minute. Oh, that doesn't look very becoming on him, but still. I may have to give him that back as well. I'll carry it for a minute. Fortunately, I'll have to give him that. That one's stolen, apparently. Oh well, he's going to have to put that on then. Right, that'll have to do. I think I'm okay now for a wait. No. Okay then. I keep pressing the wrong button for some reason.
So what do you want me to carry?
Excuse my incompetence. Anything else I can give him? Oh dear, I keep forgetting. It's been a while since I've played Skyrim, so I've kind of forgotten some of the things, unfortunately. I might have to give him that then, because I can't really carry a lot, to be honest. So I'm going to have to give him that as well. Right, what else? The bearer pelts, they're quite heavy. You'll have to have all these back. Right, that's just taking us just underneath. So we'll give them all these things back again. Right, hello F.B.I, how are you? How much is this game? I think it's fairly cheap. You could, I mean, if you buy this on disc, you'll probably get it cheap. I'm sure you can. So it don't cost a lot, I don't think.
Lead on.
I mean, I got this for, I think it's £15 or something. So yeah, it shouldn't cost you a lot to get it, really. If you buy it on disc, you'll definitely get it cheap, I would imagine. Right, let's sell some more stuff to this guy here. He'll also...
I've got your back.
Sorry, Legolas, I didn't mean to get my weapons out there.
So what do you want me to carry?
So we're trying to sell a load of stuff because we're not a hoarder like some people. Not mentioning any names, of course. Yeah, I might sell that. I mean, I don't know if I'll get much money for that. I'll try and sell these, but I got a feeling he's going to run out of money before then.
You lead. I'll follow.
Whatever you need. You looking for a new blade?
And definitely he will not buy stolen goods. 'Cause sometimes when you give it to your friend, it sometimes becomes stolen. Why, I don't know. But there you go. It does sometimes do that. Yeah, see, he won't buy those goods because they're stolen. I don't know why they're stolen. Just because I give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see if we can make anything. Of course he's... Hang on, let's get over here a minute. So again, I'm going to be really heavy. So I've got to give all this back again.
So what do you want me to carry?
I'll have to sell this to the woman in the Thieves Guild. at least there I know I'll be able to sell it. Oh, I'll keep doing that. I keep forgetting which is the one to give to the other person. And I'm getting it wrong every time. But he may as well carry that as well while he's at it. So it means he's going to swap back to that again. Do you want to do that? Well, there you go. What I might have to do here is drop the dragon bones on the floor and hope that is okay, because sometimes they think it's stolen, and so if they see you, they say, oh, you can't pick up that. So I'm going to risk dropping all these and hope we can get them to pick it up. It does not always work.
Alright, what is it?
This is the sort of cheat picking up stuff.
Iron or steel is what you
got
need.
it.
Leave that fancy
got
elven
it.
stuff to the elves.
Okay, got it.
Hopefully you can reach that
got
one.
it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
I think he's
could
got
forge
it.
A warhammer that would crush a giant's head like a walnut.
Really? And take those
Okay,
as well.
got it.
Right, there you go. Right, he's taking it all now, so we're fine. I want to know whether I can make some new stuff now. Ah, we can make Gimli's axe. Well, that's if we had Gimli with us, but of course we haven't, so we can't make Gimli's axe. So yeah, we got to unlock some of the different things that we can make to make some of these Lord of the Rings weapons. So, ooh, that's more like Gimli's axe, isn't it? So really, I want Gandalf's sword, really, which I don't think is here. But of course, if we make something, then of course
That's some good armor you.
that will improve our stuff. You know, improve. Because that's worth a bit, isn't it? Yeah, that will get our smithing up, which is what we were attempting to do here, is trying to get our smithing up. Because we want to get to the next level and things. We want to do this other stuff.
What happened?
Right, so we need to get that up because we need to put points into it so we do the Lord of the Rings weapons. Oh, we missed.
Still here.
He missed that
Alright,
one.
what is it?
By the look of it.
What do you need?
Right, okay,
Anything
we're all
else?
done. Right, let's go. We're done. Right, we're gonna meet Delphine
Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can
in
chop.
the over here. In the what was it? What was it called? The Sleeping Giant. That's it. I knew you said the Green Giant. Oh, it would have been quite right, would it? Yeah, you want to get this game, F.B.I. I feel like an RPG.
I don't think you
With
will follow. Come on,
loads
I
and
have a
loads
plan.
of quests. This literally has loads and loads of quests. So, oh, there's poor old Frandalf. He's the chap we used to have until we dumped him for our good friend Legolas, of course. Good old Legolas. Now, Elrond might be in
Divine
here.
smile
Here
on
he
you,
is.
friend.
It is good.
Yes?
Yeah, I mean,
Alright then.
what I'm going to do is
Still
I'm
here.
going to tell him to part ways.
I'll head back home if you need me.
And then I'll have to quickly catch up with him because I want to quickly
Need something? Lead the way.
attempt to follow him, and then I want to give him the sword that I took off of him
I'm right
very
behind.
quickly because it
So what
belongs
do you
to
want
him.
me to
Why
carry?
he's dark like that, I do not know, but because he wasn't like that, was he? And then give him back his sword. There we go, and then I'm going to tell him
I'll
to
head
part
back
the
home
ways.
if you need me.
Alright, so now we've got to hurry up and catch up with Legolas before he runs off. Legolas, come back! I didn't mean it! Now, where would Legolas have gone? Every box just looks so bad. Every box. Yeah, what did I say? This is an old game. It came out in 2011, so it is a bit of an old game. Did he vanish that quickly? Do you mean every box in the game, or...? Where did Legolas go? He shot off rather fast. I've lost my follower now. He should be making his way back to... I think he should be making his way back to Whiterun, was it? So let's go that way. Maybe he went that way. Here he is.
What do you need? Lead the way.
Oh, it's the autocorrect is going wrong, is it? Right, now we got him back. Okay. Right, now we're going to see Delphine. Autocorrect, yeah, I know.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thanks very much. I don't know what he was all about, but still. Right, we've got to meet Delphine down here. She's going to explain more about this next mission we've got to do. I'm not going to do this mission straight away.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
I'm going to do something else. You're not coming?
That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet.
So what's your plan? How do I infiltrate the Thalmor embassy?
The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor.
I like Wood Elves.
You can
They're friends of mine.
I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it?
The Winking Skeever.
While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
No. I'll see you in Solitude after I've met...
Sounds good. Be careful.
Malborn. Why we're talking on the stairs, I don't know. He's obviously doesn't want me to go any further.
What?
Right, that's sort of set things up. Now the hard bit is getting past Legolas, who's a strapping young man with a strange helmet on, who's looking rather dark face for some reason. I don't know how we're going to achieve this, but we might have to jump over him like that. That's one of the ways you could do it.
We got rooms and food, drink too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
And of course, old Faendal enjoying a nice drink. How are you?
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose, for a Nord village.
Well, thank you.
Until
How
next
much
time.
money have I got, by the way? Let's have a look. Right, I have 7,000 gold. That's not too bad. And then what we're going to do next? We're going to meet the companions. Now, I do want to go to Falkreath at one time, but there's a lovely house you can build there. So I wouldn't mind getting into the old house building thing, because that's something you can do in Skyrim. But here's one of those lamps that's part of my mod. Now I've got some Lord of the Rings people in this game. There's Legolas, Elrond, Gimli, Aragorn. There's also, you can play as a different race as well. So you can play as a dwarf, an elf obviously. You can play as a halfling. So there are some extra races that you can play as well. I think there are other ones as well. I could show you my mod list if you're interested. I don't know if you are interested, but I can very quickly show you the mods. I haven't got many, I've only got a few. I've only got about 10, I think. So I'll very quickly get through it. Unfortunately, a lot of the ones that I want are not in the game anymore. Well, not on PS4. So I've got the unofficial patch, which of course everybody needs. A lively graphics overhaul. Hobbiton by Ozmondy. Aragorn and the Army of the Dead. And then we've got Lord of the Rings weapons. We get some followers, look, like Gimli, Legolas, Aragorn. Oh, and Thor and Oakenshield as well, if you want him. They also got a few weapons in there, look. So a lot of the Lord of the Rings weapons. So we can make all those, so that's excellent. Plus the races that you can play as, which are Halfling, Dunedain, Elf Pointed Tip, I don't know what that means, and a Dwarf. And then we've got Point Away, which is more signs, just to help you on your way, so it's just more signs going up, more blood and gore. Lampposts of Skyrim, so we've got lampposts in certain places. Realistic conversations and immersive citizens. That's all to sort of improve the AI and stuff like that, and the conversations. So I like to do stuff like that. I would like a landscape one, so it improves the rocks and things. But I haven't been able to find one yet that's really that good. There's this lighting one, which doesn't look a lot different to me. Right, let's go and go to the map and do a shortcut, because we don't want to take too long doing this. We got to go all the way over there if we're going to do that particular one. But we're going to change to this quest here. Speak with the leader of the companions. So I'm going to go to Whiterun. So that'd be just here. So if I go to here, that'd probably be closer. Right, and of course we can have a look at the tables. We can zoom in. We can zoom out. And although this game is quite old, it's actually the graphics have been upgraded. That, you know, it's a higher resolution now, so they are looking clearer close up. But apart from that, you know, it's not 4K or anything like that, so don't expect 4K. And the graphics are a little bit old. It's just that it's a higher resolution now, but slightly higher resolution. So it's not exactly modern day standards now, but that's because it's 9 years old. So I'm going to go in here. This is a good. There are 4 guilds in the game, and each one has a set of missions. It's like, instead of the main mission which goes through the game, these are additional ones which come on top. So they're like another 4 main missions almost, and some of them are more interesting than the main mission. So yeah, there's a big punch up going on here. Apparently they like to watch a bit of a punch up. So watch this and see what happens for a minute. Who's gonna win? Who you got your money on? You got your money on this guy, Athis, or the lady?
Going to enjoy.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking a bloke, but then again, some of these women are really tough. She's called Strong Arm after all, so she might win.
You think you stand a chance?
This ends.
Someone do something.
She's a plucky old soul, I'll give her that. Crikey. Hello. How are you doing? You enjoying the show? You should be watching. Legolas is non-plus at the moment.
That's all you've got.
Well,
Enough.
ah, there you are, the woman mama. Although apparently he hasn't given up yet. Oh yeah, he has. So well done, she won that.
Seen your face before.
This is a lovely lady here, by the way. Aela, the huntress.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
Okay. What happened to your face? Did makeup slip?
What brings you here?
My brother Vilkas is a better talker than me. He should be around someplace.
Best battle you've ever seen, yeah. I mean, that's just a little thing to watch. It's sort of, you know, they're a bit like that here. They're a tough bunch, and they like to have a little punch-up sometimes before dinner. Or before bed. So, yeah, that's a nice little start to the companions. A bit of a punch-up. Right, we've got to go and see because we were asked to say, well, if you want, you could think about joining us. But these people, and if you don't know, are holding a secret. A very strange secret. And I don't know if you won't find out in this particular episode, but you notice they do look rather strange in the face.
So easily.
But that's because they're hiding a secret, and this will be revealed at some point.
A stranger comes to our hall.
So let's start the quest
Would
at
you
least.
now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength
And
of
we, of
spirit.
course.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting her.
I am
Why
nobody's
not?
master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies, but perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their
Of course,
fame.
you could move around while
It
all
makes
this is
no
happening.
difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of
And
course.
even go in the third person.
How are you in battle, girl?
I can handle myself. You dare question my skill?
Calm down there, whelp. Don't
Whelp?
feel like you need to show off for our sake. Vilkas here will be the one testing your mettle.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Vilkas, take her out to the yard and see what she can do.
Yeah, let's see what you can do, missus. The only trouble is, I'm more of a mage than like somebody. Right, I've got to. Let's talk to him. Alright, no, in fact, we've got to follow him. So, yeah, we're a female sort of Gandalf. So we're Frandalf the Fair, which kind of sounds a bit like Gandalf the Grey, doesn't it? But, you know, that's the idea, really. We're like a female Gandalf. So we're playing as a mage, but we will be using a sword, because obviously Gandalf also uses a sword. So we're also going to do that as well. Hi there! Oh, I didn't realise you were gone. I thought you'd been watching all this time. So yeah, I've just been chatting away there to you, and you didn't hear a word. But never mind. But yeah, so some of these quests, I've joined the companions, and we saw that punch up, as you can see. Now we've got to fight Vilkas. We've got to show show our mettle here. And of course, a good way of showing our mettle is to have a fight, of course. So me and Vilkas are going to have a little bit of a C2, and we're going to have a little bit of a punch up. So let's see.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
Oh, really? You sure you can take it?
Never should have come here.
There you go.
Yeah, is that good enough for you?
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy.
What do you mean won't be so
easy? You might
easy?
just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood.
What?
So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
What? You mean I get to take a sword for a sharpen? What kind of introduction to a secret society is that? Christ. Think I am a lackey? So we gotta go up here. And we gotta get this sword sharpened, apparently. So let's go up here and see Oyland, or
what brings
his name
you
is.
here?
Oyland. Well, Vilkas sent me with a sword. I'm going to do it sort of third person if I can on a lot of the speeches. Just sort of as though it's like a cutscene thing. Vilkas sent me with this sword.
I'm guessing you're the newcomer then.
Does Vilkas always send newcomers on errands?
Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the companions.
Well, in that case, I'll tell him. Somebody has to be in charge, though.
Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group. But every man is his own. Every woman, her own.
That's how it should be, I suppose. Are you a companion?
Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Bjorn Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel.
Really? Crikey. Right, well, I'll need to be
I have a favor to ask.
Oh. What is it?
I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me.
It's a fetch quest. You didn't tell me not to be a servant.
This isn't a command, just decency. Help out an old blacksmith. I've got to get back to my work.
Oh, all right then. Good. Right, let's see if I can make anything here. Anything like extra special in this new forge. I am going to make stuff because obviously the more I make, the better I'm going to get at smithing, and then I can make these Lord of the Rings weapons, which is the whole idea of these exercises. So I can do Gimli's axe so far. I think that's all I can do. I think that's two of his axes, I think, something like that. Right, so I can't do anything yet, but I've got to learn on the skill tree, I've got to learn those particular skills in different metals. So I have to do that. Right, let's go and give Aela this, what was it, shield? So let's give this to her, and we'll do it in third person for a minute. I do prefer first person, but we're going to do a little bit of each. Especially on cutscenes, I'll try and be in third person if I can. I might go into the first person just to sort of, so I can have a good look at them. But yeah, the graphics aren't too bad. I mean, they you know, obviously they've aged, but it's not Assassin's Creed Odyssey or anything like that. But it's not bad. I mean, it's good enough for an old game. Better than some, isn't it? No. Right, let's give this to Aela. This is a wonderful lady, and this outfit she's wearing, by the way, is a unique outfit. She's the only one that has this outfit in the whole game. So
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here.
I have your shield.
Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Wait, I remember you. So the old man thinks you've got some heart.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not bad.
I saw her
really.
training in the
graphics.
yard.
I think they're okay.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Oh yes.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
Of course I could. I'd kill him before he drew his sword.
Whoa, ease up there. We're rough, but there's no need to kill a shield brother over a dispute. I like your fire, though. You'll make a fierce companion. Let us hunt together sometime.
Yeah, that'd
Here,
be
let's
fun.
have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Okay, let's have a look then. Where will I be resting my head?
Did
Well?
you call me?
Oh, sorry.
Of course we did, Ice Brain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelp sleep.
New blood.
Did you call him, Ice
you.
Brain?
Come on, follow me.
Right, let's follow him to my quarters. So this is now like a home, really.
But they're good people.
So this is one of the advantages
challenge
of
us to
joining
be
one of
our
these
best.
guilds. You do get a sort of like a temporary home, really.
Nice to have a new face around.
So if you haven't got
It
anywhere to
gets
store
boring
your
here
stuff
sometimes.
or whatever,
I hope we keep you. This can be a
then
rough life.
this is where
The quarters are up here.
these
Just pick
guilds
a
will
bed
sort
and
of
fall in it when you're
give
tired.
you some free weapons,
Thelma will keep the place
plus
clean.
a place to
She always
sleep and
has.
store your stuff. So,
Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Aela if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
Thank you, young sir.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've got trouble right here in Whiterun Hold. Nothing we can't handle.
What kind of trouble should I expect?
Bloodsuckers. Vampires.
Oh, no.
Take every precaution. One bite and you could end up as one of them.
I'll take care of it.
Good. Do not spare them your blade.
So I'll cook some vampires to kill.
By
That
the
sounds
way,
good.
if you're looking for something to do,
Right, I got. Oh god, the only
latest
trouble is.
recruit, right? Wait, is that right?
I never thought they would actually let me join the Companions. But now it looks...
What the?
Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to get
Might
you
head
right.
down
Right,
to the
I
meadery
presume one
later.
of these is my bed.
Growing up.
Well, obviously these are their
I'm
bed,
still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
and I can sleep there. So look, I can sleep in all these places. Apparently, I can sleep there as well. I think that's his
I avoid
bed.
going to Eastmarch if I can. Something in the
But
air.
yeah, apparently I can sleep in
I
any of
think
these
it's
beds.
just too close to the border.
Of course, I could have
What are
some
you
of the stuff. I
staring
could
at?
take that if I want. I could take some cabbage. You know, I could take the food. I could even take the sweet roll,
Are
which
you
is a
thinking
favourite
you're
of mine,
better
of
than
course.
me? I crawled west out of the race.
So you can take all
So
this
show
stuff
some
now that I'm a
respect.
companion. Otherwise, you'd be stealing this normally. But yeah,
If
they
the
will
circle
leave the
vouches
stuff.
for you,
Although I
I'm
can't
sworn to
steal
respect their
the coin
judgment.
purse, so you can't take
Doesn't mean I
everything.
like it.
But you will be able to take a certain amount, and I can't steal that. I could put it back on the table, but I'm afraid I might accidentally pick it up and steal it. So we won't do that. Right then, I could even take that drum, I think. Right, I've got to find a way out now. Let's go to first person a moment, and let's go out here. So, Yeah, I intend to try and play this game for quite some while. There are many, many hours in this game. Very many hours. I've played on my original playthrough of this game on 360, where I went through the whole game, bar just a few quests that I'd missed. So I've done most of them. There's only a handful that I hadn't done yet, although there may have been a few that I hadn't discovered yet. But I spent probably 700 hours on that. So that gives you a scale of, you know, how long this game can be if you do a lot of the quests. Right, I'm going to go to map actually, because I want to find out where I'm going on the journal, which is options. Right. So I can kill the leader of that. There's a bunch of vampires. Now the only trouble is, to kill these vampires, I've got to be very careful, because one nasty blow from them and I could get vampirism. So if you go to magic and go to active effects, it will tell you what things are affecting you at the moment. Like, because I've got the mage stone, my magic skills will improve quicker. I have Breton blood, which means I have a resistance to magic, and I can also suck magic from a magician and fill up my magical bar, which is the blue bar there. I can only do this once per day though. I can also do dragon shouts, and this particular amulet I'm wearing reduces the time to recharge by 20%. And I've also got, because of something I'm wearing, I've also, prices are 10% cheaper. And these are some of my powers. That's my power, my special power from my race. I'm going to do 50% of magic. These are my dragon shouts. And I have to suck up dragon souls first. Now I'm going to unlock this one, because I've got one dragon soul where I've sucked it from a... And then fade. Fade, if you're getting damaged and you got very low health, if you do become ethereal, you become almost ghost-like. So they cannot hurt you. And you will, then you can have a little bit of time to recharge your health a little bit. So that's quite a handy shout. The only trouble is, you can, as soon as you try and attack or activate something or whatever, it will cancel out that ghostly sort of appearance. So you gotta just wait until you're ready before you do anything, otherwise it cancels it straight away. You only get about 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, so you just get a small amount of time. Right, the quest, let's see, oh hang on, I'm pressing the wrong button here. Right, we have to go to there, so if I press square it will show us on the map. Oh, I've already done it. So I think I've already actually killed the leader, haven't I? Let me just check. Because I did this not long ago. I was just wandering around and just stumbled into this cave. You've got to be careful here. As I say, they can give you vampirism. So if you do get the first stages of vampirism, you must get a cure disease potion, or you must go to a shrine. Any of the shrines that are in Skyrim. There's shrines in all different kinds of places, especially if there's a church of some sort. You're usually a shrine in there, and that will dispel any sort of
I knew I smelled mortal blood.
Stuff like that. Right, I'm gonna get a sword up a minute. They're really dodgy, these things. They're quite... So we're probably gonna get vampirism. But as long as you... Oh dear. On second thoughts, I also may die. Well, somebody died. Obviously Legolas got rid of her. Right, because we've got an autosave when we come in here, we got a second go, so I'm gonna...
Damn you!
Use be a mage this time, I think, might be a safer option. And actually I'm gonna put it on ethereal, hang on, I'll if I put it onto mage, that might be a good one. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do Unrelenting Force because that gives us a powerful blast. These things won't last 2 seconds. These things. The skeletons are not difficult to kill. They just tend to fall apart. Now, of course, we can sneak, which will make it a little bit slower.
Don't like.
But of course,
looks of this.
We might be able to sneak. Although we haven't got much sneak skills at the moment, so it probably won't help us that much. And we just pick up the necessary stuff, not the other stuff. Right, let's see. I've already came here, but it looks like the one thing I like about Skyrim is things are organic in it. So if you go in here and kill stuff in here, and you come back a couple of days later, then they will still be there dead. But after a few days or whatever, they will actually come back in, like it would in real life, and new bandits will come along and go, right, there's nobody here, we'll move in. So it's very organic in that way, and that's one of the things I like about this game. There are quite a lot of games where things just like respawn, don't they? And some of them respawn rather fast, which I don't like that much. I do like the way this is more organic. It sort of makes a bit more sense. So I prefer that myself. Right, so we gotta find. I got a feeling he's already dead. So let me go to the journals if it's like it hasn't. So I think it may have spawned a new sort of leader because it's part of this quest. So let's try and sneak in a little bit and try and catch them a little bit unawares, although it might be a bit difficult because we got low sneak. Fortunately, he's sleeping, but if we get him now, we can do more damage. We can get some damage on him before he actually gets up. So that makes it very nice and handy. There you go. So because we came in before, we've got a lot less to kill, and that's what I mean about the organic nature of this. It's very good in that way, and it's very organic. I'm going to pick up that because it's worth a little bit of money. And then I'm going to go to my favourites menu. I'll put the torch on. So there's like we haven't got a weapon wheel, but we've got like a quick bar, which is just the D-pad up. And then you can just flick through these things that you favorited. Okay, and then always search the chests, of course, because there's always loads of loot in here. I'm going to take that. I'm going to learn that spell. Now, that particular spell, if we look at what that does, Oak Flesh, it improves the caster's armor rating by 40 points for 60 seconds. So that's quite a nice one to have, because obviously, that'll be a good one to do if you're because I've got no armor, because I actually have no armor at all on this. So it's a very handy one to have. And of course, once you've gone in and I'm going to take the flower, because anything like that is. These are ingredients which will help you create some potions. Now this is the thing that deconstructs stuff. There's a black soul gem. Now a black soul gem is the best soul gem you can get, along with the grand soul gem. There's also a blessed steel sword, which means that's got something better. So we're gonna learn that spell. It will destroy it, by the way, so make sure you don't destroy your own stuff. Obviously I'm wearing that, so I don't want to destroy that, and I don't want to destroy that. And then we can use that to enchant something. When you enchant something, obviously it improves the you know, the amount of money you get. Now, see, with that, see, I can regenerate some health and magicka with that, and it increases the value enormously. Now, the higher the gem you put in, you see the difference in value there, and the more charges I get, or uses I get from that weapon. I can also rename it, so I can do Frandalf's vampire armor or something. So I'm gonna, if I rename it, well, I won't rename it. I'm gonna craft it because I'm gonna sell it probably. I haven't really got a lot to actually enchant. Let me see a minute. Let me have a look. Have I got anything else I can enchant? So I could enchant the boots. Although I don't think you can do boots. Come to think of it. I do that one? No. There are certain things I don't think you can do. If I enchant that one, can I do that one? I think there's only certain items. I could enchant that, of course, possibly. Certain ones can only be enchanted by certain things, so I don't think it allows you to do certain things. So I'll do, say, frost damage on that. Then I could say how many charges, so it could be 8, 9, 10, 11, that's the top one. I'll do, say, like 8 charges, 8 points of damage will give me 11 charges. I'm going to do that. And then we're going to craft it. Oh no, we got to pick a soul gem first. Unfortunately, that's all we've got. So I'm not going to name it, but you can name them as well. But this will all help our enchanting, which is very valuable for putting extra spells on your weapons and armor. So well worth doing enchanting, especially if you're a mage. That looks like a human heart, so I'll take that. Right, there we go, that's it. There is also a potion here, so we'll take that. We'll take the salt pile. We'll take the frostbite venom, of course, that's always handy. And let's see if we can do some spells. So we can also create our own, you know, some spells as well. And damage health is always a good one. I don't damage stamina possibly. I tend to go crazy on this and end up with millions of these things. Stamina you will always need, so with the fire, that could be good if you want to, you know, you can hit somebody, make them weak to fire, and then you can sort of spray them with fire, so that could be a good one as well. And obviously the more you learn, the more you improve your alchemy. Of course, a magician would obviously want to do that. Well, not a magician. What am I talking about? Right, let's put my torch back on. And you notice it stays on the one that it was before, so it makes it easy to select. So what I like about Skyrim, it's very organic in the way it does everything, really. How you level up, it's very organic, very sort of natural, which is what I like. So the things you use are the things you'll improve on, and you'll level up on, which makes a lot of sense. Right, let's get rid of that. And then we can go back to our fire, because we have 2 quick fire. We have some sort of quick choice buttons here. I think if you do that one... No, that didn't work. That's our number 1. There are some where you can like do them as a, it's like a favourite. I can't remember. It might be one of these. No, maybe it doesn't work on this one, but I know there was one where you could pick like lots of different choices, like a healing one, which healing one you want. Now there's a dragon there, and that will be good if we can get one of those, because obviously we need the dragon souls. So I mean, he'll just wander around and you will randomly encounter dragons, especially after you kill the first one. That's when it activates the random dragons. So yeah, if we head towards him, he'll obviously be aware that we're here. And he's just wandering around the world, killing things and picking on innocent bystanders. But of course, if you get too close, he's going to be aware, and then he's going to go for you, which is very organic. I think he's going to go for that guy, isn't he? I think he's just been risen from the mound there. Hang on, let's have a look at my quest a minute, because I may have one of these. He's actually raising another dragon here. Alduin? Because that's what he's doing, he's raising dragons from the dead.
Alduin Thuri. Alak Volchutnak. Tid Vohan.
So look, he's raising a dragon. It starts off as bones, obviously. He's going to raise, and he raises them from these dragon mounds. So now we've got, and each one is different. Each one of these has a name, the ones that he raises. There'll be others that are sort of random. Of course, this thing will go off and find people to kill. And it can be random. You can pick on anyone. So let's go and have a go at him, seeing as he's already getting hit by somebody. Of course, we hit him with a bow or whatever, which is probably the best way to deal with these guys, is with a bow or with magic. Which is our only choice at the moment. But yeah, look out for these flames. Now, if you've got a potion of resist flames, now is the time to take it. So let's have a look, see if I've got one that gives me a resistance of flames. Let's have a look. Resist fire. There, I've only got one. So that will have to do for a minute. So that'll help me a little bit. And keep away from his mouth, because he may bite your mouth off here. I may have to take a potion here. There's no point taking another one yet, because that lasts 60 seconds. So I wouldn't bother about that. I'm gonna use some magical potions a minute and see if I've got any more health. Now they're resistant to poisons and things, so I wouldn't bother with any of those, or shock. So I don't bother with any of those. Now hopefully Legolas will be helping us out here. Where's Legolas, by the way? So let's continue to try and get this dragon. Of course, with these fighting things, at least we're going to be in with a bit of a chance. Because if they're weakening him, of course. Also, giant. No wonder he took a massive hit there. Those giants are extremely powerful. So that giant might actually help us here. Although he's rather going to pick on that giant. So we might get two with one stone here. Because he may help kill that giant, which will help us greatly in trying to get the mammoths. I wonder what his health is. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's a bad idea. So he's going to help, because that giant does do an enormous amount of damage. But I'm also going to pick on the giant, because I might be able to get a giant as well. Let's see if I can get some more magicka potions. I would like to take this giant out. Oh, Christ. Run! Yeah, they do a tremendous amount of damage, so yeah, keep away from them. The best way to avoid one of these things is to get up a rock it cannot climb. That is my tip, really. Although it's a lot like that in a lot of games. If you could like get up here or something where he can't get, that will help. I think I'll wait for the Magicka to regenerate a minute. I think the dragon's got away. Oh no, we did actually kill him. Where's Legolas? Here he comes. I think that's Legolas there. He's way behind. But yeah, this thing will come away, of course. We're gonna suck up. We're gonna suck it up, of course. And now we absorb the dragon soul. We can use that to and pick up all that, but this is very heavy, so we will need to give this to him because we can trade stuff with him. You can't do this in a lot of games. Let's get followers and trade with them. So I may have to use the cheat here. Yeah, we're gonna have to use the cheat.
Lead on.
There is a cheat for this game where if I mean you might already know it, but these dragon birds are very heavy. So if we drop that on the floor there, it drops it in like a circle around you. And then if you go up to him and say, I need you to do something,
what do you need?
You can tell him to pick it up.
Okay, got it.
He will go around picking all these up. Give him time to get each one before clicking on the next one, otherwise you go to the next one instead of the one you said before.
Got it.
So give him time to sort of get there.
Okay, got it.
Once you see it disappear, then obviously you can go to the next one. Alright, there's one more there.
Okay, got it.
So it does it in like a circle around you. There we go, and he's picked it all up. But even though we could not pick it up normally, it's a bit of a cheat. And what will happen is a copy will be left here. So next time we come here, there will be some more bones here. So it's a little bit of cheat that's been in the game a long, long time. And Bethesda have never bothered to put it right. So that's their fault, unfortunately. The dragon got away by the look of it. Now the giant will probably refill his health. But I wonder if we can kill him because he's very, very powerful. I think he's still... But yeah, don't take on a giant. You may do this when you're a lot higher level, but I'm pretty sure this guy is going to be way too challenging for us. Oh yeah, run by the way. Don't let him hit you, because he will do a massive amount of damage to you. So we have to keep our range here and run. Now we could use this particular magic skill here, which is Whirlwind Sprint, which will give us like a short burst of woo like that, so we can get away from the guy. It will take a while to charge. He's almost dead, in fact. Yep, right, we got him. Once he collapses like that, you know you got him. Then you can finish him off. Right, we got a giant, all with the help of that that dragon. Helped to weaken him a little bit. So that normally you wouldn't be able to get one of these guys. That will be an absolute impossibility. I'm going to leave the other two. It's not. It isn't worth much. Now I'm going to see if I can kill a mammoth, because there's somebody who needs a mammoth. Now, Legolas will help us in this. There's a mammoth there. Now I think there's two, so we might have to watch it here. But these are obviously susceptible to fire because they've got. But we've got to be very careful here because, again, this thing is very powerful and can do an enormous amount of damage. I hope he's going to pick on Legolas. And that would give us a chance to... run. And hopefully Legolas will get on his feet in a minute. We've got that whirlwind sprint thing, so let's do that. And hopefully Legolas will come back, because he'll lot of recover after a while. Let's see if I've got some more magic potions. I don't think I have. So I could like hit him with a sword, but obviously he's very, very strong. If he hits me, he's going to do an enormous amount of magic, you know, damage to me. So I don't particularly want to face him up close. Anything that could help me? A poison and weakness to fire. I would need to hit him with a weapon first, but the trouble is, I don't hit him with a weapon. With arrows, because I'll probably die.
Just a scratch.
Who the hell is that? It's a Thalmor. Oh my god, I'm being attacked by the Thalmor. Did not want that, really.
Give up while you still can't.
Right, I'm going to try and use this special skill that I have of sucking up power.
Behold the future. Behold a Thalmor.
Oh, he's not throwing any magic at the moment, so I can't. Right, hang on. I'm nearly dying here. At least he can pause the game. Right, let's see. I'm going to do a damage health. Right, first of all, I'm going to switch to this, because sometimes when you're close up, it's better to use a... I'm going to put some damage health potion on it. I'm going to do something that fortifies my... I'm going to take a potion of fortifying that, so that'll resist fire and give me 21% more damage. And I'm also going to resist magic, because that might help. All these things will help. I do need to take some health potions. Have I got any stamina? Right. And I'll do a power blow like that, which should do an enormous amount of damage to him. I must have stumbled across the Thalmor. Oh god, there's that thing. Hopefully they pick on them. I will run quicker if I... I'm going to try and steal some of his magicka. Let me use this. Let's try and burn this thing down, because this is the thing I ultimately want.
Supremacy is the only truth.
I'll see you burn.
Right, I'm going to switch to this weapon and try and do a massive blow on him. That may have done it. If you get a massive blow on from like that, you will do it. You will stagger him, of course. And I need the stamina to do these really big blows.
A miserable life.
Oh! Damn, I got killed by the mammoth! Oh, and I hadn't saved it either, so I just got to hope I've saved in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, this is what can happen in Skyrim. It's not easy sometimes, especially when you got a horde of those people on you. So we've gone back to this. Damn, I should have... Yeah, when I got so far, I should have did the decent thing there. I should have actually quick saved, but I failed to do so. I kind of paid for that. Oh right, here we go. Don't let him hit you. Right, I'm gonna use Whirlwind Sprint. No point using that one, so I'm gonna use Whirlwind Sprint. I could use Run Related Force though. That's not a bad idea. Oh, that did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. So I'm probably dead now. This is what happens when a giant hits you. You can throw you into orbit practically. Yeah, risky this, isn't it? I'll ask him to attack it. Legolas, do us a favour. Will you go and attack that giant, please? I need you to do something. Could you attack that?
What is it? What do you need?
Go and attack that giant, will you, please? Distract him a little bit while I...
Okay, got it.
Right, you go over there and you do that. I'm gonna sort of sneak over here. I hope he won't see me. He's probably gonna kill him with one blow. Yeah, almost. Oh, run! Hang on, I'm gonna use whirlwind sprint here. Because last time it did not work, did it? Run! I need to get somewhere high that he can't reach. He's thundering down on me and I'm out of stamina, so I hope he don't get me in a minute. I'll do a quick save in a minute if I get a chance. Right, I'm going to quick save here a minute. Hang on. No, I can't. Hang on. So at least we don't have to do that again. Now, he has problems with like getting up a hill like this. So, so this might help us a little bit. Yeah, he gets a little bit stuck, you see. So that will help us. I kind of think we shouldn't be taking this guy on. I think that's a bad idea. But any kind of instruction will help. Get off your wolf. I'm trying to fight that giant thing. Get out of my way. The trouble is I keep hitting the sort of sneak button, so that's not helping. That's of course if you put your weapon away. I don't know where Elrond is. Legolas is, I mean. Oh, there he is. Help me, Legolas! I've got a giant thundering behind me. Please do something. And I'm gonna quick save again. Ugh. That's it. You do your worst. That's it. You hit him. And I'm gonna sneak over here. Now he's got good arrows actually. This guy. Oh, he staggered him. He's quite powerful. Yeah, he got him. Well done, Legolas. So we got all this stuff back again. A giant's toe. Who doesn't want a giant's toe? Right, let's see if we can now take on this mammoth. Yeah, he's got really good arrows.
I've got your back. All right.
Could you like take on that guy, please? That would be rather good if you could do that. I'm going to get up here on this rock because that might slow him down a little bit if I get up here. Let's see if I can burn this guy a little bit. Run. But any kind of like rock or hill is going to impede him a little bit, so that gives us a bit of a chance. While he works it out, his AI tries to work it out. Ooh. It does help if you can do this stuff. Of course we all do this in games, don't we? Oh, run, run, run. Run, run, run. Legolas! Help me out here! Where are you? Help me! Help me, son! And I'm going to do a quick save again. Seeing as we've like injured him a bit. He's coming! He's a-coming! Legolas! Where are you, my friend? Whoa! That'll help. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Oh no, I'm out of stamina! No! Not that I'm worried. Me worried? Not a chance. I need some stamina so I can run. Run the hell out of here! I want some more giants! Get out of the way of the giants! Anybody think I'm panicking? You bet I'm panicking. This might be a nice obstruction for him. He said, hopefully. That's it, Legolas has come back, he'll help out. Determined to get this guy. I think we're going to get him. We just want to hold on a little bit longer. Yes! There, I had to kill a mammoth with the aid of a few rocks and a friend to help you out. Now I've got the mammoth tusk. See, look, they do 20 damage though, so they're really good. I need a mammoth tusk. Oh, I got a silver ring. Sure, I'm gonna have that because I'm gonna eat it. I know what you're saying. Why would you want to eat a mammoth tusk? Why not? Because. Why not? It seems like a good thing to do. What does this tree do, by the way? Last time I came here, it activated something. I got some sleeping tree sap. I bet you wonder what the hell is that, and I don't know. We got some mammoth cheese, of course. And mammoth cheese is very delicious, so I would advise taking it out. Usually on these camps, hidden somewhere around the camp is a hidden chest. So it's always worth looking around the old camp, because usually, you know, they've all got a bit of contraband, so it's kept somewhere. It's always a good idea to look for it. And usually there is a chest hidden somewhere, so let's have a look around and see if we can find that. But yeah, they got mammoth cheese here, and mammoth cheese is rather delicious. Oh, these, by the way, can you hear the sound? They do make a sound. So if ever you hear this at night, and it actually glows in the dark as well, those are can be useful. So can these fungi, which you can use for potions. So get some of that. I can't see. Now, not everything has a chest, but usually they have a chest. So it could be like craftily hidden. So I'm just having a good search around so I can find it hidden anywhere. Can't find it. Should be within the camp area somewhere. Take a few of these flowers because they're always good for potions. Maybe there isn't one on this one, but usually there is. It's usually sort of cunningly concealed. Well, not cunningly concealed. Yeah, another one of those known roots. But sometimes they are sort of hidden. But I can't find it, so there might be one here, but I'm not going to spend all day doing it. That'd be a waste of time, wouldn't it? Right. If there's some meat up there, I'll have some of that and all. Right, that was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Gotta admit, that was a bit of fun. So yeah, whirlwind sprint was very. Actually, I should have become ethereal. Although, I'd even stuck there hitting me one that probably wouldn't have helped much. Because what have got me as I ran away. Right, of course, restoration is always a good one to have. Right. I forgot where I was supposed to be going now. I gotta go back to Farkas. Excuse my swearing there. Right, we're gonna go back to Farkas, who is he there? I didn't think he'd be there. He's probably he might be just outside the town. And of course you could rotate and look at all these things, zoom in and zoom out, of course. And this game in VR is amazing, because you're actually standing next to people as though you're actually in the game. Oh, that means I have caught the early signs of vampirism. So I need to dispel that. So I quickly need to find, let's hope I've only got the first stage of it. If you look in your active effects, that was from that those vampires. They usually give you vampirism, so you've got to try and get rid of that as soon as possible. To get to the second stage of that, unfortunately you will become permanently a vampire. I don't particularly want to do that. Right, return to Farkas. So how come that's complete? Right, we've got to give that to Ysolda, so let's do that as well while we're at it. Hang on. Did that not come up then? Hang on a minute. Oh, it's because I didn't press on miscellaneous. You got to click on miscellaneous before this will show up. Right, now it'll show up. I don't particularly like this toggle on and off, because as soon as you hit any kind of object or stone or whatever, it sort of stops the running. So I'd rather have a press and hold option, but I don't think it has that option in the menu, so I think they should put that in on the next one. Elder Scrolls 6, which probably be about 2023, 24. Let's talk of their next game.
There's been another dragon attack. Kynes Grove this time.
Really? Right, Ysolda. I think she's in the, you know, the like the, what do you call it? Where they make potions and stuff. Not that one. Over here. Yeah, this is the Ysolda. Ysolda.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Here's your mammoth task.
This should turn that old
Tusk.
cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
And this will help me. My speech is increased, which helps me with trading. So therefore, I will get more when I sell
make a living
stuff.
traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land
And also,
when you've got a roof over your head.
Speaking to
Worst
people,
thing
of
is,
course, help. It will
nobody
help.
wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Why not?
Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know. Right, I think that will do.
Farewell.
Right, sorted her out. Right, I've got to go to Farkas now. Now, it hasn't come up here on here, but we've got to go back to the companions, of course, which is up here. Just here. So we've got to go there. So I know where that is. So let's see, we go up here. Yeah, it's up the top of here. So it's like a turned up boat on the way to the main building there. I always forget what that building's called actually. Keep forgetting. Dragon's Reach. And Farkas should be in here. It's a bit odd that it's not showing up on the didn't show with mods. They can mess up the quests and things sometimes. They're all sat around having lunch here, so there's a good chance of Farkas being here.
What kind of weapon do you prefer? I like the smaller,
Come to
quicker
me with
blades.
questions. I know our history almost as well as Vignar by now.
You know I like hammers.
I'll tell you what, you can actually sit down on the chair here.
Some
and
nights
we'll do it like this.
on mists of Sovngarde.
What brings you to me? Find some strange creature in your travels?
Heard you had a bit of trouble near Solitude.
Why did you
To
join the
hear
companions?
Farkas tell it. Our father raised us here as happy pups, running around, biting knees. I love my brother, but his brains are not his strong suit. We were brought here by Jurgen. Whether he was our father or
Just having a
not,
cup of tea.
I don't care. He left to fight in the Great War and never came back. So he's not my problem anymore. We've been here as long as either of us can remember, though. So try to show some respect.
Alright, fair enough. Right, I'm looking for some work.
Aren't you already running a job for Farkas?
How goes the hunt?
Come talk
Oh, he's
to me.
Vilkas.
Yours heard rumors of a
Vilkas,
fair
I'm looking for Farkas.
I never thought they would actually let me join the companions. But now
Come
it looks
back
like
Where's
they're
alive.
letting
Farkas? I
anyone.
forgot
with
which one's
stories to
Farkas.
tell.
Farkas.
You still need to prove yourself, Will.
How do you feel?
What a load of
I think
Farkas.
you might be sick.
Right, I need... Have I got a potion of cure? Because if not, I've got to very quickly buy some. Otherwise, I'm going to be in dead stum. Right, there's one way I could do it, and that is... While I'm looking for fire, I need to stop this vampirism. When it's level 1, you can just take a potion. When it's level 2, I can't remember what happens at level 2, but I think that also might be removable. You might need the other one, but there's a guy down here. Does a lot of shouting. Where is he? And there's a shrine here. Now, shrine may remove it. It usually removes diseases. So any of these shrines, see, all diseases cured. So now if I go to my active effects, you'll see that vampirism is gone. Now once you get to level either 2 or 3, I can't remember which, you can't get rid of it. The only way to get rid of it is you have to do a special quest. Somebody who can cure you, and that does take a while because you'll need some Nern root, and you have to see somebody and then get some garlic and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, right, I want to know why it says return to Farkas and it's not. I quite don't understand why. So we've got to get find Farkas now. Now that we've done that, back to the upturned boat. We've got to find him. And because the quest for somehow said it's completed, he should be one of these.
The latest recruit, right? You might do well to learn a smaller weapon.
Come to me with questions.
Farkas,
I know Skewer says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts. We've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle over in the Rift. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand?
I can handle that.
Try not to get carried away.
Forgive me. You're just the one in charge, and it's what I'm used to.
They look very much alike.
No one is in charge.
Some people don't think I'm smart. Those people get my fist. But you, I like.
Yeah, look, these are very much
My
alike.
brother Vilkas is a better talker than me. He should be around someplace.
Actually speak the same.
What brings you to me? Find some strange creature in your
Nope,
travels?
two different people. But they do look very similar, don't they? Very similar weapons, very similar outfit.
What weapon do you like, Harbinger?
When I was young, I favored huge swords, much like you. Hard to lift these days, but I still enjoy the heft of a good hammer.
Big swords should always beat little swords.
Brave hearts beat lesser ones. That's the decider.
That's true, yeah. I think this quest that I've got, as mod that I've got, you know, gives more natural sort of conversations.
I was the newest companion until you came along. I guess that's okay. Just means I can show you the ropes. Oh,
really?
Hey there. I killed a bear yesterday. Did you kill anything?
Yeah, I did. Just killed a giant.
So much.
So much for your...
This group, this family, this band. This is the best thing I've ever been a part of. The oldest fighting group in Skyrim, and nothing but glory from Ysgramor's day to our own. To be counted on that line is a bit of immortality. Even if I never see Sovngarde, I'll have that much.
Good on you, lass. Good on you.
Until next time.
Of course, we could take all this stuff. I could have a nice boiled treat.
I'm still trying to figure out
you don't mind if I
Ashjorn
nick your
let you
stuff,
in the first place.
Do you mind if I, oh, look at that. It looks like a beautiful
Need
apple
something?
pie. Of course, so
I've
we could
heard you
nick
may
all this,
actually be
obviously.
stronger than you look.
I
Perhaps
mean, I
we
could
can
take a
hunt
plate if I
together
wanted,
someday.
but, you know, I don't want to be greedy.
You still need
look
to
at that
prove
lovely
yourself,
venison. So yeah, I'll take the meat because obviously anything cooked.
Some nights I dream
bread.
about
I don't want a
the
carrot.
mists of Sovngarde.
Skewer says that I have the strength of Ysgramor.
Goat. So
and my
I hope you
brother
don't
has
mind
his
if I nick all
smarts.
this stuff. I mean,
Come
all
to
the
me
cooked
with
stuff would be
questions.
nice.
I know our history almost as well
Like
as
that, for
Vignar
instance.
by
I
now.
won't bother with the cheese, but I'll tell you what, I love that. I'd love to have that lovely sweet roll there.
Now it looks like
And do you mind it awfully if I put that on your head?
The latest recruit, right? Wait, is that right?
Well, I can try and put it on his head, it's not easy. As you can see, it tends to be like upside down. So yeah, I don't think I can get it on his head, but you know, you can do silly things like this.
My brother Vilkas is a better talker.
But I'm gonna nick it, of course. And in fact, I could nick that coin purse as well, because they're very generous. Or I could stand on the fire, which apparently does not harm me in any way for some reason. I could even do some cooking.
Or the young ones coming along.
There you are, because that gave me 15 points of stamina and health. I'm desperately in need of stuff like that. And some cabbage soup, of course, would also help. So let's cook up a load of soup and stuff, just in case we run out of potions. Oh, look at that leg.
I hope so.
Just
we'll definitely have some of that. So as long as you got the ingredients stated below, it's a bit like well, they probably pinched it from us actually. The Breath of the Wild probably pinched all this cooking nonsense. There you go.
I was the newest companion until you came along.
Yeah, you just said that,
okay.
lady.
Just means I can show you the ropes.
So yeah, you're gonna repeats, obviously, but you can go downstairs. You can take some of their weapons, all kinds of stuff. In fact, actually, I might look and see if there's a half-decent sword there, like a one-handed sword. So I can do magic in one hand, a bit like Gandalf, you know, a bit of magic in one hand. So let's have a look, see what weapons they have. A mace, I'm not particularly keen on a mace. There's a warhammer. Of course, I'm going to search the end table for a bit of gold. There you go, there's a bit of gold. But they don't mind now, you see, because I'm a member. I can even take the plates if I want. I just see if there's any weapons around. Of course, I could jump over and knock stuff over if I want. There might even be a skill book here, you never know. They're usually books on their own, so... But yeah, let's see this, although that one I cannot steal. Nor that. So obviously there are some things like people's personal belongings. You won't be allowed to do that. Cool, you're getting on a bit, mate. So yeah. So obviously that's their own stuff. So yeah, we don't steal theirs.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps
I am stronger than I look. Because I'm a strong-headed woman with the brains of a scientist. And the muscle of Rambo and the finesse of Vanessa Redgrave. Who the hell is Vanessa Redgrave? I don't know if Vanessa Redgrave is yeah, a bit of a finesser. See, obviously this is all people's stuff, so yeah. There will occasionally be stuff that we can use, like the community stuff, of course. Just see if there's any weapons. There should be a weapons place somewhere where we can pick up a few weapons. I just want to see if there's a sword in the vicinity. Let's have a look at the old map. So if you zoom in here, it will actually give you, it will sort of, show up some furniture and things. It's not highly detailed, so maybe the next one is a bit more highly detailed than that. That would be rather nice. It would be rather nice, would it? Oh yes, it would be rather nice, of course, if they could do that. Of course, someone's bedroom, so we're not going there. Okay, so I don't think there's any more weapons I can use. Yeah, it looks rather nice in here, doesn't it? So it looks like it's these here, really. Oh, hang on. I think that's a two-handed one. So, yeah, it looks like it's just the ones on the top here. So we can only access those. Right. That will do for
Don't
that.
let them intimidate you, sister.
So I'm going to sort of swap around a bit, do a little, some of these guild quests and things, and I came out the wrong door. And some of the main quests and some random walking around. might be a good idea as well. Yeah, if ever you need to cure a disease, this is one of the places you can do it here, which is in Whiterun. So, yeah, just round about here. Look. So if you come to the central circle in Whiterun, this large one here, it's just to the right of there. So you see there is a little bit of detail there. Look, see there's a tree. So there is an element of detail. There's the steps. So it's not bad. It's better than some maps. Right then, let's have a look at the old quests. So I still don't quite know why that didn't complete for some reason. It's got it in the completed section. So right then, let's see. Intimidate somebody in Riften. Well, we've got to go there to have this thing sorted out. So why don't we start on maybe the Thieves Guild as well? So let's click on that. Now, have we been there already? We have. So we'll do a fast travel there for a moment, just to save time. And of course, we're going to have a look at this as well. If we press both of them joysticks to the right, it goes a little bit quicker. So if we let go with one, it goes slower. So you can zoom in quicker as well if you do two. So there's little things to look at while you're waiting for the loading screen, and those will be vastly cut down in the new one,
Please help
with
me.
the new machines.
I'm going to lose my job at the Riften fishery.
And of course, there are lots of quests. So if you chat to this guy, he'll have a quest for you as well. Where's Mjoll? Is she around? Look at the bee and barb. There's a guy we got to meet in.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place.
In here
Pull
as
up
well,
the
I
seat.
think. There she is,
Never
isn't
seen
Mel?
Mjoll
Why don't
this
you give us
upset
that
about
quest
anything.
now?
The city really gets to her.
Well met, friend. How can I help you?
You're not from Riften?
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman, barely able to swing a blade.
I'd sit there.
My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind,
I mean,
and all
obviously we've
points in
heard all
between.
this. Why are you here then?
Many years ago, I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust.
And she said that apparently while drinking. It looks like she's not going to give me it yet. But I think you've got to be.
Travels.
Mjoll told me that.
I think when you get to a certain level, I think she
Maybe
will
one day I'll venture out
give
and
you
see
a
if she's
quest. Now, obviously, if you talk to random people, you're going to get quests. I don't
got-
think this
what
lady
can I
gives you
get
a
you?
quest.
Meat? Wine?
Although you could ask her if there's any rumours, and these are
Have you
radiant
seen
quests.
that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Of course, you see, you get a map update just by talking to her. And you could also ask her things like what's
The
going on
Thieves
around
Guild
town.
has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. Rumor has it they're falling apart from the inside.
So you can find out what's going on. You can also look for work and all that kind of
Come
stuff.
back
So
and see us again.
there's lots of stuff you can do. Obviously, don't steal any of this stuff.
I
but
fear that
when you get
Welcome
friendly
to
with
the
some of these
F.B.I.
people, they will actually give you all the stuff, give you free food and sometimes money.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry. Alas.
I'm sorry? What?
I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly.
Oh yes, I
Well.
did. How could you possibly know
It's
that?
all about sizing up your mark, lass. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway.
But I don't know what you
Look
mean.
how you sniffed out my little scheme at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called them on it. That's what I'm talking about.
So remember that. You seem to be well acquainted with
Wealth
wealth.
is my business. Help me out, and I can add to yours. Would you like a taste?
Depends what you have in mind.
I've got a bit of an errand to perform.
Of course, if you've played Skyrim before, you know exactly what we're doing.
And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
So what do I have to do then, Mjoll?
I'm going to cause a distraction. You're going to steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under a stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Why plant it on him?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know.
Sounds a bit illegal to me.
You tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
So obviously, you can do this, or you can just walk away. So, yeah, let's go and do this.
Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone! Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Barb. The bunkhouse isn't for you.
Oh, thank you. That's a very good tip.
This way, everyone. Over here.
Right now, I'm not sure what time of day it is, but it is actually 2:57. So, and this over here is the person that we've got to muscle, isn't it? Come on. So we've got to. Oh.
Still here.
Hang on.
You leave.
Yeah, there's something wrong with his face. I think it's this mod of the Lord of the Rings is not working quite as we expect. Right, hang on. Let's see if we can sort this out.
Greetings, honored friend.
Where's that quest again?
Could I
keep pressing the wrong button. Intimidate. What's his name? Steal Majace's ring. So somehow I've got to steal this ring. So it's going to be a bit difficult because he's there.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
So it's going to be very difficult. It's in a little chest in there, and then we've got to plant it on him. So I'm going to have to see Brynjolf here, and we're going to go on, we're going to sneakily do a little quest.
How long did you expect me to keep those people distracted? I had to let the whole plan fall through.
Oh,
well,
sorry.
At least you didn't do anything stupid. Next time when you're given a job, don't wander off or take your sweet time.
Yeah, because I wandered off, you see, I failed the
quest. I shouldn't
quest.
be surprised. Nothing around here has been going well lately.
I wonder if he'll let me redo it.
Buying and selling
Nah. My organization's been having a run of bad luck.
So you can foul them as well.
I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. Even though you fouled up the job, I still think you've got the spark I'm looking for.
Really?
There's
Well, after
plenty
that?
of gold out there for the taking, if you're up to the challenge.
I can handle it.
All right then, let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Ah, no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And of course, you can't nick this. There are certain things you can't nick. Hello, Edda. Hello.
Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so bad?
Of course, you can, see one of the things I like about Skyrim is you can talk to this lady and give her a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
And look, I get a gift of charity. And if you look in your magical effects, you'll notice that because of my charity thing, where is it? Yeah, I've got the blessing. Oh no, that's not that one. I don't think it's. I'm not sure it's active yet. But I get a blessing, which improves something for an hour. Where is it? I thought it was one of these. Yeah, is it a blessing of Talos? It might have been that one. But she does give you some kind of blessing, which sort of is useful. Right, now then.
Looking to stay alive?
We have got to do this one here. So we've got to intimidate this guy here in Riften.
Jewelry with legendary argo.
So let's go and give us a bit of muscle. Let's show him what we're made of. Give him a bit of a best up.
Have you met
Ashjorn?
Baron? I'm his apprentice. He's teaching me all about being a blacksmith.
Right, first of all, I'm going to see if I've got any items which will help me, like, in speech or that kind of thing. So let's have a look, see if we've got anything, because anything like this is going to help. Doesn't look like it there. See if we've got a special potion. Already I've got a ton of potions here. I tend to do ridiculous amounts of potions. I've got to start using this stuff up. I don't think anything is going to help me here. Something that improves sort of my speech, or no, I don't think I've got anything here.
I used to live at the orphanage here in Riften.
I've been sent to resolve a dispute. So obviously we've got punches going out.
Come on.
Although hang on, I don't think we're allowed to use any magicas. So let's
see what you're made of.
Gotta use a bit of muscle on this guy. Oi!
That's it. That's all you've got.
A bit of brawling. Let's put this guy out. Yeah, maybe a mild-mannered woman, but by God, we can give you a right old tanking mate.
Snow back to the ground. Come on.
You're tougher than you look.
He's halfway through the door. I love it.
You just go, you stand there and take it? Fight back!
Shut up, whoever that is.
Drive that snow back to the ground. Come on!
Well, happy now? So have I done that now? Let's have a look. You know what you have to do, don't you?
Fine. I'll take care of it. Just please leave me alone.
There we go. Right, so we've done that. We've done our bit of muscle. So yeah, they do that sometimes, like teleport. It's just so that you can.
I don't know why, but
blocked in the doorways and things. So it sort of teleports you a little bit now. I think that's one thing they added later. It didn't have that when it first came out, so it was rather awkward. You got stuck in doorways and things. Right, we gotta go and find old Farkas now. Every time I keep pressing the wrong button. So we got to return to Farkas again, and we got to. I'm not going to go to Farkas since we're way over here, so we're going to cancel that one a minute. Let's try and find. Let's have a little bit of fighting now, shall we? Let's see if we can get to the ragged Flagon, which is always a little bit of a challenge at the beginning of the game.
Gleaming gemstones over here.
I think it's downstairs somewhere. Yeah, it's down the old stairs. So there's like a little river that runs all the way through here. And we've got to sort of get to the lower level. So let's see. The best way, of course, is to use clairvoyance. So if we go to clairvoyance, this will lead the way. Like so. That's why this spell is quite handy. I don't want to use too much of it because I want to keep some for actually fighting, so it's round here. So let's get 2 flames going. We're going to need a lot of flames here.
Gemstones over here.
And then we're going to get an autosave as we go through. So how long have we been going? 1 hour 50 minutes. So I think around about the 2-hour mark we might stop. I'll try and get through to the end. See if we can do it. Do that. I suppose sneaking might help.
Skin us alive.
Someone there.
Doing this.
But obviously any kind of human, it's gonna fire is gonna help.
We are routed. Fall back.
Get out of his way. I'm just going to let this heal up a minute. Thank you, Legolas. You're an absolute charm, mate. That's worth a bit, so I'm going to take that. And that's worth a bit. So I'm going to take valuable stuff, of course. Ooh, some Mirkwood arrows here. I'll be very appreciative of that. What if I can give them the potions?
So what do you want me to carry?
I don't think I can give them a lot, actually, so I think he's already pretty full. We can give him the Mirkwood arrows. We're going to give him all the arrows. We don't really need arrows at all. Because we're not that kind of person. Or we could give him a percent, you know, so many. I might give a couple just in case I wouldn't have thought I will use a bow, but you never know. You never know, I may use a bow.
I'll follow.
How about that for a rhyme? Right, let's see, where are we going? We're going around this way. So this is going to be a chance for our Magicka to refresh, and you're back. Oh, you're back after an hour. Right, I'm going to use a little bit of healing here, just to refill our health. And then to go back to flames, we can just press this button, and then so we've got a nice quick way of changing there. Right now, of course, once you know, there is a sort of a thing that you can get from the other side, which you can push down afterwards. But when you first come in, when you go in, there's no way out. So, because you can't get back up there, so you've got to come back out another way. But that's the shortcut out. So we got to find our way in here and find the Thieves Guild. But we're going to encounter a few enemies here. Now, of course, that thing hanging from there is going to drop onto that liquid and all turn into flames. So you can use that to your advantage, of course. So any traps like that you can use to help yourself. And of course, if you sleep, you're going to refill your health. I'm going to take the garlic. Why, you may ask? I don't know, is my answer. I've got to sneak a little bit. Gandalf's not really a... well, Frandalf is not really a sneaky type of character, but why not? Oh, this is an expert door. This is going to be a challenge. Right, I'm going to go 45 degrees each way, just to see if it gives us some hope. Right, okay, so now we're struggling, so now we need to probably go either side of that, like say half as much. Right, there we go, we've got some movement slightly, not much. Right, I don't think we're getting any there, so that's the farthest we can go. That might be okay. Let me go between the two, because you get very little movement. Right, let's try and remember that spot. It's a bit difficult, but I'm going by that sort of shiny bit on the right hand side of the square. Oh, we got it! How about that for lockpicking? Is that the best lockpicking you've ever seen? He came back after an hour. What happened? He disappeared again. Sack of flour. I don't really want a sack of flour. Alright, that's empty. So that was a waste of time looking in there. Ah, here we are. Ooh, something's detecting us. I'm going to put that down because that'll be handy for another time. Well, thank you, Legolas. That was very kind of you. He's the lowlife. He's what you call the lowlife. And of course, we could carry on. And you're watching just playing games, but oh, I see. You're doing two things at once, and there seem to be a lot of people that could do two things at once. Don't know how you can do that. It's really clever being able to do that. I'm not going to go down there. Right, and of course, the clairvoyance one again will come in handy here. Right, this is the ragged Flagon down here. You're multitasking, yeah. There seem to be a lot of people that's good at multitasking. I'm not. I mean, I can multitask a bit, but I'm not great at it. 2 is like my limit normally. Right then, we got to get into here somehow. Right, how do we get in here? Let's have a look. We got to go all the way around a little bit. Now, this lady here, if you don't know anything about Skyrim,
give it up, Brynjolf. Those days are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all...
If you're looking for conversation, the Flagon isn't the place.
Dime Bride.
Well, thank
what
you,
do you
madam.
call that, then?
Stay out of trouble, or there's
Call
gonna
me
be
impressed,
trouble.
lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
I don't. Getting here was easy.
Reliable and headstrong?
Of course it
You're
was.
turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Oh, I don't know about that. Deadbeats?
They owe
What do
our
they do?
organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Sounds good. Who are
Kirava,
they?
Bercy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
How do you want me to handle
Honestly,
it then?
the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business.
Okay. Consider it
Good.
done.
If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going.
Well, I need some details. What about
Kirava's stubborn,
Kirava?
but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon J at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
That sounds like a good tip.
Helga is a devout follower of Dibella, and dotes over the statue to the Divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as
Divine.
leverage, and she'll cave.
Right, okay, so that's
He's as pig-headed
so if you
a
don't
man as
ask,
you'll
so
ever
you don't get
find.
the...
The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude.
Okay, so there you
I'll
are.
be
If
here
you
when
ask
you're
that, that just makes it a little bit
Stay
easier.
out of
Now,
trouble,
she's
or there's
quite
gonna be trouble.
a wonderful
I'm busy.
woman.
Don't you have something to do? You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. I got better things to do.
Yeah, she's a real joy, she is. Right, this lady here, where is she?
Have anything for us yet?
The lady over
Last person
here
who made
somewhere.
trouble for Veckel ended up with a smashed head.
This girl here.
Have anything
This
for
lady
us?
here. Tonilia.
If you're looking for conversation, the Flagon isn't
Tonilia.
the place.
Yeah, when she become acquainted with this organisation, she will sell any. She will buy any stolen
Veckel
goods
and
off
me,
you.
we have
And
a
this
thing
lady
going.
here
Try anything with him.
can remodel your
I
face.
suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay.
So what are
I
you talking
assumed
about?
You were here to see
So,
me about your face.
if you
to
made
have
a
it
character-
sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you.
I've got a level up available
So,
too.
are you
It's
here as a
reminding me.
client? Shall I remake your face?
So if you think, well, I wouldn't mind changing my face, or or my hair, or I want to put some makeup on, or whatever, you can actually do that, and go back to like you did at the beginning of the game, where you can remodel your face a little bit. So you can do that if you want. It costs you 1,000 gold though. So if you ever want to change your face and sort of do that bit at the beginning where you can change your ears and all this kind of
You
stuff.
don't impress me, so don't
you
even
can do that
try.
as well. So all kind of cool stuff you can do with this organisation, and that's one of them. Right, so I've got to level up. I think I will do stamina this time. This will help us carry more stuff, obviously. Now I'm gonna do the one-handed because we're gonna be like a let's see, that is only if you want a dual wield. Well, Gandalf didn't really dual wield, did he? So, but attacks with axes, I'm not going to use axes. We're going to do, we're going to be like sort of power attacks use less stamina, so that'll be good. And that's maces, and that's bladesmen, so swords. So I would say we'll have to think about that one, or maybe this one. So one uses less stamina and the other one would just do more critical damage, which is obviously a good idea. Is there anything else I can think of doing for the time being? We don't want to do archery. Light armor, possibly. Sneak, don't really need to do sneak much. Speech is obviously good, and Gandalf was a little bit one with the old speech. So we could do that, because then buying and selling will also be cheaper. And you will get more for your money. So I think that would be a good one to do, because, you know, Frandalf is rather good with the speech. Right. I think I'm going to call it a day soon. So we're going to go back to Clairvoyance, and this will help us out of here. So again, you can use this to get you out. It's very handy, and of course if you see any money lying around, obviously pick it up. Who's this here? Is this? I think I've already done this. Obviously missed that money then, so that was a good that I did that. And we found this sort of shorter way out.
Huh?
There we go, so this is like the short way out. Right then. I think that
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Oh, it was a postman.
Only.
Or courier.
Let's see here.
Take your time, take your time.
Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
Aha!
Looks like that's it.
I've been waiting for this one. So after a while, as your fame and fortune continues, you will get mysterious letters from people. And it's from the Jarl, wouldn't it? Letter from the Jarl Sigar of Falkreath. Now, I want this one. So we'll read this. Frandalf the Fair. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sidgar, and I have the honour to be the Jarl of the proud and ancient city of Falkreath. The fame of your exploits across Skyrim has brought you to my attention. If you are interested in becoming a Thane of Falkreath Hold, I invite you to speak to me the next time you're in Falkreath. Aside from the honour that accrues to my title, my Thanes are entitled to a personal housecarl. I can also tell you privately that a choice parcel of land in Falkreath would be available for your purchase should your services prove useful to me. I look forward to meeting you in person. I remain Jarl Siggar of Falkreath. So now that is a place I would like to go. So let's have a look at the missions. Let's kind of sort of mix things up a bit. So we've got a quest for these where we've got to, you know, teach them the error of their ways kind of thing. We've got some hard muscle, so we've got to return to Farkas about that. So I'm going to take that one off a minute. Maybe return to Farkas. And then it might be an idea to speak to the Jarl of Falkreath. So I'm going to activate that and that. So I think return to Farkas will be a good idea first. So let's go there. And then we'll get ready for that next quest, talking to the Jarl. Because he has a very interesting quest that I think you will like. I would rather spoil it for F.B.I. If F.B.I. is watching. It's a rather excellent quest. I do love it. It's so unusual, and it's quite funny as well. There's a lot of humour in it, so I do like this quest. So I always look forward to doing it. So to become the Jarl, you have to do, I think it's 3 or 4 things for the community of in that particular hold. And then when you complete all those and do the quest that he gives you, because he also gives you a quest as well, then you will become a Thane, and you will get the sort of, you know, you get the deed to a house that you can make, plus you get your own personal bodyguard if you want it.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts.
Smarts? I took care of the problem in Riften.
I figured you had it in you. Nicely done.
Thank you. So there we go. I took care of that. I won't ask him for work now. We'll do that another time. And then we come back out of there. And here now I'll be selling stuff as well. So you don't know. So right, our next quest then is. We could speak to the Jarl. So we got. I won't do the Dragonborn yet, 'cause that's the DLC. I might do the Solitude one. That's an interesting one when you first get there. But I think. Let me see which one. That one. Or that one. I think we'll do that one. So let's look on the map. So press square. Right, we have to go to Falkreath. I don't think we've been there yet. So what we're going to have to do, I'll tell you what we could do just to finish off, is go to Hobbiton. Because I was going to go there and then I completely forgot about it. I think I got sidetracked by something and that completely changed everything. So let's go to Hobbiton, eh? Which actually is not Hobbiton, it's just Bilbo's house, really. I don't think Bilbo's going to be there. Of course, we can still rotate all these things. So I'm going to make my way to, and hopefully Legolas is still. I will get him a decent armor that more befits Legolas. But so I'm going to put a temporary marker here on there. So if I do a temporary blue marker there, that should show up on my list there, on the compass up there. So there we go. I've got an additional posts there, which are not normally there. So that's why I got that particular mod that it just gives you more direction. So it's more helpful in the world, really. Now there is a magician down here. There's a couple of places, random places on the way, which and one of them gives you a map. So that's a useful one as well, because that map contains treasure. There's something interesting here. Now, some of these are Easter eggs, of course, and you've got to work out what they are. I don't know, because I mean, some are films, some are games. There's 3 people died here, unusual circumstances. So with a sword, and there's a bit of gold there. I'm going to take the gold. I don't think I'll take the sword. Although, come to think of it, I don't think I've got a single sword, have I? Have I got like a one-handed sword? No, I don't. So I might take that as a one-handed sword. I can also activate this if I want. And if I go up here, there's the Shrine of Talos. He's a very brave person. Right, now, Hobbiton is... Let's have a look. It's kind of to our right and round here. Oops, a daisy. So, watch it die, you don't going down here, of course. So let's see if we can find the old Hobbit house, shall we? Because we're Frandalf the Fair, which is a female impersonation of Gandalf, but female. Well, it will be she's a female. There's a butterfly there, so I nearly caught it. We're in a snowy area here. I could run, of course. Why don't I run? That might be better. Oh, I think I may have gone the wrong way. We might have to go a bit of mountain climbing here. Right, hang on. Bit of mountain climbing. Now, I think on one of the games I've got, either PC or whatever, you actually encounter some goblins and stuff as well. What's this here?
What was that?
There's a couple of enemies here. So we're in for a bit of trouble here. Oh, they do drop some boulders, by the way. That's a trap that they've set. Right, there's somebody up there, so let's get up there quickly before they shoot us. You can get up here. You can sort of jump around a bit. You should be able to get up this bit, so you can get this person that's hiding up here. Where is he? I think there's a stairway somewhere. Where's the stairway? Oh, there. There's somebody up here, I think. Unless they've moved. Have they moved? Oh no, there they are. Yeah, we're use our flames on them, just like Gandalf. There's obviously somebody over here as well. Get out of it, madam.
Come on!
You should come at me with that. Sorry. I was trying to light something and you just got in the way. Right, is there any more? I think there's more further on. Of course you can pick up all this gear. I'll pick up those for Legolas, of course. Right, I'm trying to get a Hobbiton. This lot got in my way. Where's Hobbiton? And of course these black markers, these black shapes here, these are just undiscovered things. You can obviously just wander around and just discover things randomly, which is could lead to all kinds of stuff. Of course you get random encounters like this guy. Excuse me, sir.
Hello there, fellow traveller. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service.
Oh, the minstrel. So yeah, you could train you in speechcraft, or you might sing a song for you or something. All kinds of interesting stuff like that. See if I can drop down off this mountain without doing too much damage. Where am I? I've just got a bit off road, I think. I should have followed the road. Oh yeah, I'm way off track here. So I can bump into all kinds of stuff here. Now where are we going here? Is this Falkreath? Oh, do you know what? I think I got it on the wrong one. I'm looking at the wrong quest marker. It should be over here. I was following the quest for the Jarl. So, oh look, there's a random bird's nest there. Yeah, I want to go around here. Whoa! So I've discovered Falkreath anyway. I want to find Hobbiton, which is somewhere around here. In VR, I've got this game in VR. You can actually swim using your arms. Which is, you know, like by doing your arms and grabbing the triggers, you can actually sort of swim it. It's quite incredible, really. Amazing on the VR. The VR game is absolutely outstanding. It's the same game, but in VR is brilliant. Let's get there. Try and get there a bit quicker. All I want to do is go to Hobbiton. Well, it's just a house. It's not the whole village. That would be insane, wouldn't it? If it was the whole village. Now, I know this is not like, you know, one of the main parts of the game, but it's a nice little mod, which I think you'll find interesting. Oh, look, there's a random skeleton here. Wonder what he's guarding. See, he might be guarding some things. It's always worth a look. Did he come from up here? Yeah, you see, there's like a little thing here. And he's actually fighting a wolf there. Ow! Which will deep hit my face. So you will find little random places here, and these flowers are worth taking because they can be useful in potions, and some of them are quite rare, so you only find them in certain places, of course, so it's worth going for some of these rare ones. There's a butterfly. In fact, there's two butterflies, so let's grab them and we... Oh, unfortunately we'll rip their wings off. It's a bit cruel. But you can wander around, you can have a drink in the pub. Yes, right, we're coming up to Hobbiton. Here we are. And look what a lovely little house it is. There, look at that. There's a little hobbit house. Isn't that lovely? There's a little boat here. Unfortunately you can't use the boat and you can't use that, but I'm hoping they'll be able to do that in the next game. And of of course, I think we got the old god rays and stuff here. But look, it's a lovely little house. It's just like Bilbo's house, although not quite as good. These are just ones that are added to this mod, so you can't actually pick those up. So it's not actually Hobbiton. It's just like Bilbo's sort of house. But look, you've even got the big tree on the top, just like in the old film. Plus a little chimney here. Look, so it's really nice. It's really nicely done. And then it's sort of like it's a bit of a garden. So let's have a look in here. Oh, I'm kind of stuck here. I think I'm stuck behind the fence here. Oh God, I hope I'm not stuck here. Do you know what? I think I'm stuck. But I think I can get past it by going through the door, like sideways. Right, let's see what's in here. And then I think we're going to call it a day in a minute. Because it's sort of 10:30 here and I'm getting a bit of a neck ache. I've streamed twice today, so a little bit much on the old neck with the headphones on. So look, we've got like Bilbo's house. It has all this strange sort of elvish writing stuff. Now this is of course a house where you can store stuff, and it's got all the sort of like elven writing and stuff, because he you know, he loved his elvish, and it's probably a little bit more fancy than the one that's in the film, but it's rather nice. There's for all his books there. Look, now a lot of these you can't pick up because they're like specially done. There's the red book of Westerness, and you know, some of his writings and things. So see, that one you can put, you know, you could put like gold in there or something. So there are certain things you can do. You can sit down and sit in his chair, of course, and then when you move it, you will, as soon as you move, you'll get out of it. So here's just like bookshelf, because obviously he liked his books. But he's also got an arcane enchanter here. We've got an alchemy lab for doing potions. He's got a little butterfly in a jar if you want that. You can't take his potions, unfortunately. There's Bilbo's bed, of course. I'm not saying it's definitely Bilbo's, but I mean, it's got that feel because it's got the red book and all this kind of stuff. So as you've got round windows, it's a really nice little mod. There's another one that was on Xbox, but it's not as good as this. Now these things here, you can actually put your armor on it. So I could actually go to my apparel, and I could actually put that on there like so. And then when you click it, you can take it back off again, like that. So these are things where you can store armor. And of course, there's Bilbo's little fireplace here. And of course, he's got his pen and his books, of course. And you can sit in these chairs. So there you are. You can do the old you know, like Bilbo thing and sit in chair. You can even put books in the shelf, by the way. So if you got some books, I don't think I've got any on me at the moment. If you got any books, you can place them here, and they will fill up the shelves. So it's very good, this house. Of course, it's like a hobbit hole. It goes all off in all different kinds of directions. This is a whole armory area, so you can make your own armor, which is rather excellent. I wonder if it may do us any of these. You can do Gimli's axe here. I wonder if you can do any special ones here. So far Gimli's axe, but I think I've got to unlock the other ones first before I can do these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got to unlock the other particular metals and things to do the other stuff. But yeah, it's a whole like workshop. And then of course you've got a little dining table, you know, like where all the 14 doors were and everything, with a nice cosy fire. I mean, obviously this is a smaller table, but yeah, it's quite like the one in the film, isn't it? It's fairly well done, I think. It reproduces a fair bit of the old book. See, there's the old fire, that leads out here. So yeah, there's the old map there. So I think it's really rather good, this Hobbit hole. And on Xbox you can actually get Frodo, Sam, Merry and Pippin. and you can actually bring them here. You can go and find them, and then you can bring them here, and they can all live there happily ever after if you want. But unfortunately, they did not allow that quest on here. So there you go. That's a look at what the little hobbit house. I think that's rather well done. It's the best one that there is. It was the only one that there is, really. The other one is not as good as this. It's got a little bit more lore in it, where we got a little note from Frodo saying he's gone off on holiday. So that's quite good. But the thing is, it hasn't got anything else, and it's still got like an armory and all that lot, but it's not very good. It doesn't really look like a hobbit house. It has very basic things, and it's not as big as this one. So this one by Ozmondy is much better. So I would recommend going for Hobbiton by Ozmondy. Right, so I think I'm going to finish now. So I hope you enjoyed our little play with Skyrim. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head towards here just to remind me next time what I'm doing. But I've got to go in here and see the Jarl, because he's heard about my fame and my exploits have gone all around Skyrim. Hello? We have a dragon attack. How about that for the finish to the stream? Let's try and kill a dragon while we're here. Seems we've got some help from other people. After a while, if he actually gets too damaged, he will actually crash into the floor. Usually when he's about half or more damage. Of course, we don't want to get Brynjolf, because he will do a lot of damage. So take advantage of him fighting these other people. Now, I'm not going to use a bow at all, because I'm a mage, so I'm not going to be using a bow. You've got to be very careful we don't harm the people that are here, because otherwise they'll turn on you. There we are. Let's suck up this dragon soul. Of course, we had a little bit of help there, so that was a lot easier, obviously. But let's suck this up for a start off. Sucking up that soul. And you search him. Of course, we've got a load of stuff. I'm going to get a load of these things. Now, later on, when we've researched the researched a little bit more, now that body will gradually decay. One of the things I like about this game is it gradually decays. Now, hopefully I haven't killed anybody that is a quest giver. I've got a key to this house here. Right, I'm going to drop all these items that are too heavy for me, these dragonbone things, because they are very heavy, so I'm going to drop them. We'll have to do the cheat, because unfortunately see, it drops in a nice neat circle all around you. So I'm going to ask my friend Legolas to pick all this stuff up, because at the moment we can't sell this stuff yet.
Okay, got it.
He's going to go and pick them all up, so just point out them one at a time.
Okay, got it.
Once it disappears, you can go on to the next one. Otherwise, you skip the one you're on and go to the one that you're pointing at. So wait till it's disappeared before you do the next one.
Okay, got it.
Now, a lot of people are going to know all this, but obviously people who don't know this game, this might be useful to know how to do it all. And then you can just cancel by pressing the circle button. Right, let's go and get ourselves near where the Jarl is. He's over this way somewhere. Now this will decay over a few days, which is why I love Skyrim. They don't just disappear off the map. They actually decay organically, which is one of the reasons why I like this game, is because it's very organic. It sort of makes sense. Things don't just respawn the next time you go there. They take a few good days to respawn, because, you know, it's a bit like real life. If you clear out a bandit camp, you know, there's not going to be another queue of them outside waiting to move straight in. They're going to, like, be discovered by somebody over a few days and think, oh, well, this looks empty, let's go in. And then the bodies will slowly decay and go away. But the bodies will stay there for a while, which is more organic, I think. So I think I'm going to stop here. I've done 2.5 hours. It's a fair chunk. We're going to speak to the Jarl, and he's got a chance of offering us a, you know, to be Thane of Falkreath. and we're going to do a few missions, and one of them is very, very interesting. If you haven't played this before, this is one of the unusual quests in Skyrim, which is very funny, very entertaining. So if you don't know, it might be a bit of a giveaway if you don't know it, but obviously a lot of people do know this quest. It's one of my favourite quests because it's very funny and very unusual. So we're going to do this one next. So I'm going to save here. So I'm going to do a new save. So it's going to go a little bit blank on your end for a minute. And I'm going to put it over the old one. Like so. And just let it save. Like so. And then I think I'm going to stop there. So I hope you enjoy it. So F.B.I. came in. Who was the other one that came in? Oh God, I can't remember who came in now. I'm awfully sorry if I've forgotten who you are. Let me just see if I've got it on the text on my tablet. I do like to say thank you to the people that come in. So let me just have a look at that a minute and see who you are, because I don't want to not mention the people that are in the chat. So let me reconnect to the server here and hope the live chat comes up. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. F.B.I. So somebody else that came in. Oh, it's not actually scrolling up and down, unfortunately. So I may have to find out another time. So if I've forgotten your name, I'm awfully sorry, but there was another one or two that came in as well. So I'm very sorry about that. So I hope you don't mind the fact that I haven't got the name written down. I haven't got the sort of text and I can't scroll it up at the moment. But what I'll do is I'll play it back and I'll write those names down. I'll mention it at the start of the next stream. Okay? So thank you both. Thank you all for watching. It was really nice to show this game off. I mean, loads of people were playing this game even today. It's it's what, 9 years old now. But a great game. One of the best RPGs ever, I think. One of my favourite games. I've been playing it non-stop since 2011. So I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to do a really funny quest next, which I think you'll enjoy. So I'll see you next time. And I hope you have a lovely evening or day, depending on where you are. And I'm going to try and do another stream again on Thursday, okay? Because tomorrow my daughter's over, so there won't be any streaming tomorrow. So I'm normally Wednesdays and Saturdays I don't stream, okay? But the other days I usually do. So around about 3 o'clock, and then Skyrim around about the 8 o'clock mark, okay? So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. And I'll leave you with my famous phrase. I'll see you later. Bye.